I launched a business in every city, a big ambition, starting from the ground up with nothing but fast food joints and clothing shops, all while my bank account read a brutal $0. Named myself Mr. Chad, then stitched together my first outfit from scratch, then started the game. So I checked my Google Maps and where I can get a job. I saw customer service and went to the supermarket. I accepted the job and I skipped the time. After the job, I went to my persona to check on why my happiness was low, and I checked no home minus 40%. So I went to check if I could get a home, and when I checked, it was so expensive. I only earned $195 a day, so I checked for jobs because that's the only thing I could earn. And I went and saw a delivery driver, so I went there and checked on what I could do. And now I know I'm gonna be like this man for the past days. So I checked this and I accepted. I went there and I realized all you needed to do is to go to the places they told you. So I went there and I saw you were supposed to give the cabinet. So I went and parked it and got the cabinet from my storage of the car. I took it and I gave it there. And I realized, so that's the only thing I could do and I can earn $300. So I did it again and again. I grinded it off, and trust me, this wasn't a printer machine. It felt really, really grindy. So I felt so tired. After that, I went back to where I got the van to get my money. And then, after I got my money, I checked the results and I got a whopping $265. So celebrated by eating food. And then after I eat my food, I find a place to sleep, and there was the bench. And after a couple of while I slept, I went and grinded another delivery driver. And take note, this was very, very, very grindy. So it felt so tiring. So I grinded it off, and this is the result. Of course I have deduction because I'm bad at driving, but it was great. Then I grinded off another one. Again and again. I went back, and finally, after all those grinds, I earned $1,000. And I celebrated again with food. And after that, I got and ate the food that this guy gave me. And then I went out to check if I could get a loan. So I went to Jensen Capital and contacted them. Hey, can I get a $15,000 loan? And they said, we can definitely help you. So I went so excited. So I went back to my Google Maps to check if I could get a retail store. And then I came upon this one. It has 15 people and a 34 market. So I got it and got a fast food restaurant. I named it Food INC. Then I started the business. I also went to check if I could get a residence, and I got it. And after that, I went back if I could get a furniture for my retail store. And I checked and I checked and I checked and I checked, and I saw I went to Square Appliances. So once I went to Square Appliances, I got a flatbed and I bought a hot dog grill and an industrial grill. I also bought a drinks fridge and I bought a salad bar. Then I placed the order. After that, I went to go to the restaurant. I set up the things I bought from the Square Appliances. I put the cash register, industrial grill, hot dogs grill, and the drinks fridge, and I even put the storage shelf. After that, I adjusted the stuff of my grills and my drinks. Then I parked my flatbed there to get food in Distro INC. once I entered this Ryan C, I got a new flatbed. And then I went to go and get chicken kebab, hot dog, and soda can. I also went to go get paper bags and then I paid. After that, I went to my back to my restaurant to go and put the food in the storage shelf. And then once I went to the storage shelf, I adjusted the schedule of my store. And then I created them to all be the same and worked in my restaurant. Business was slow, but it was okay. I skipped the time and it was midnight. So I ordered food in my restaurant before I went to sleep. I was gonna find a bench to sleep, but I couldn't find it anywhere. But even so, I found n- I found this scooter. It was great because I could rent it and then I could find a bench using the scooter. So I used it and went to places and places and then I found this bench. So I slept here and then after that I went back to my scooter and look, I've got a profit of $125. Then I went back to my food INC restaurant and look, there was Ingrid. He was very mad because I made a business in her district. So I went back and worked here. After work, I was fully exhausted and I couldn't do anything. So I just ate food and went back to my scooter. But I didn't see it anywhere here. So I just went back to where I bought the scooter to get another one and I could rent it so that I could go back to that bench to go to sleep. So that's what I did. I went and do reverse, then did go there. Then I slept for the day and when I woke up, I went to AG and Fenderson because I wanted to go buy stuff for my restaurant. So I used my scooter to go there and tada! I'm just walking. Once I went inside, I got a flatbed and then bought tables, chairs. Then I even bought a cleaning station. Then I placed the order and it accepted. I went back outside, then went back to my restaurant to go put these stuff. And then once I came in, I put it and then I did it. And then I went to go and park this flatbed and work. But before I work, I ordered food because I was hungry. Then I ate the food and then I worked. And I was exhausted and while I was done working, after the job, I went and cleaned my restaurant. It was very, very dirty. So that's why you needed to clean this. And then, after I cleaned it, I went to get food and eat. I slept at my chair instead of finding a bench and I worked again and cleaned. I just worked the whole day and I looked on the demand in Gorman District and I saw there was a demand on burgers. So I went to go to Jensen Capital, but it was closed, so I just slept until 10 a.m. until Jensen Capital was open. And then I got a loan of $25,000 and they accepted. And then I went to go in Square Appliances to go and buy a burger, industrial grill for the burger. And then once I bought it, I went and go to buy a salad bar as well to add things up. Then I bought the cabinet to where I will put my grill. And then after that, I went to search in where I can buy a bathroom. And when I pressed, I couldn't buy it in Essential Appliances. So I went to Essential Appliances by going to use this taxi. And then while I'm at essential prices. I bought a bathroom, and so I even bought a speaker so that my people will enjoy. And I just walked and walked, and I came to the food INC. I placed my stuff and adjusted things. My restaurant looked way better now than before. There was even a speaker so people could hear. Now, after that, I went back to the distro IMC to buy food so that I could sell it to my customers. I got a flatbed and bought the stuff and came back. I added it up to the storage shelf and then I went to go and buy food. Went to buy food in my restaurant and work, and there was more customers. Once I was done, I adjusted my job and worked the whole day and cleaned up. It was going great and awesome. And I was almost complete on creating my job in Gorman District. All I needed to do is pay off my loan, so I just worked and worked. And I was hungry again. I went to City Ads to go buy marketing for my restaurant to have more customers. I also went to a recruitment corp to get some employees to my restaurant. Once I did that, I went to go order food because I was hungry. And then, after I ate food, I worked the entire shift. And it was 8 p.m. So what I did was I went to sleep until I woke up in the morning.